Welcome, my friends, for another little chat. Now, we're going back to the 70s, to 1976, to a group, um, what what has changed over the years. And this is the album, and this is A Trick of the Tail. And that's the album cover, if you can see it. It's quite an impressive cover. Even the record sleeves are impressive as well. That. So this is Genesis' Trick of the Tail, and this came out in 1976, and the lineup. This must have been just after Peter Gabriel left, because it's got Mike Rutherford, Tony Banks, Phil Collins, and Steve Hackett. This must have been. This was done, recorded in at Tennyson Studios, London, between October and November 75, but it was released in 76. So all the material was arranged and produced by Genesis, produced by David Henderson and Genesis, engineered by David Henman and Nick Haddock, and Brentford. Equipment by Texas and Jeff. Studio recording, whatever. Liquid Assets by Neil, John, and Trevor. Special thanks to Tom, Jenna, Sam, Alex, I can't do, and Reggie. Sleeve designed by Hagden Culling Pigeon or something. We've got I'm sorry, I've got to show you this the sleeve and that, because this is quite impressive as well, because it's got all the different characters on it. It's quite impressive for it. So we start off with Dance on the Volcano, what was written by Rutherford, Banks, Hacker, and Collins. Now, this is quite an unusual one, so I give it a 7. Quite a good song. And then you got the In Time by Hackett and Banks. That I'll give a 7 as well. Next we have Scribble, I think, by Rutherford and Banks. That's got to be 8. Madman in the Moon by Banks. That's got to be 8.5. And then side 2 we've got side 2, The Robber, The Assistant, and the Baton. And that was done by Tony Banks and Phil Collins. That I go 7. The Ripper, Rutherford and Banks. That's got to be another 7. Trick of the Tail was Tony Banks. I'll give it an 8. Lost and Endorous, Collins, Hackett, Rutherford and Banks. I'll give that a 7. And overall, I'll give it a 7, this album. Quite a good album. It's got that psychedelic sound and that. Excuse me. excuse my cough. It's got that, you know, hippie sort of sound. What you call it? Prog rock sound and that. It was before they went into the different sort of genre. It was like a move from the era of Peter Gabriel onto Phil Collins, and that sort of transformed from the psychedelic prog rock and that. And this was, I don't know, this is the final album that they did with Steve Acker, because you got Mike Rutherford, Tony Banks and Phil Collins. And Mike Rutherford was on 12-string guitar, but I can't think, bass and something else. Tony Banks was on synth, organ, and my 12-string guitar and backing vocals. Phil Collins was on drums, percussion, lead vocals and backing vocals. Steve Acker was on something guitar, 12-string guitar. And that was Genesis at that time and that. And I must admit, this cover is quite good. So if I show you again, all the different characters and that, and even the record, it's like a story with all the different characters and that on it. So all different, and even the sleeve, because you got the lyrics inside the sleeve and that. If I can show you, that's. And the other side is that got the like the devil and that, and I don't know if you got a dead man there. We got one down here. This, and you've got the lyrics on both sides and that. So you got all the lyrics for both tracks, you know, all the tracks and that, with the characters. And I mean, it's quite an impressive album cover and that. So this is my look of Genesis' Trick of the Tail, before they moved into like the psychedelic music, disco and that sort of style. This was like the early, moving from the prog rock era, just the movement from the sound of Peter Gabriel, when I think this was just after Phil Collins took the main vocal part, because they was looking for someone to do vocals, and they ended up with Phil Collins, because he was on drums back then, but he did the vocals and that. And this is quite a good album from 1976. This was before they went, and then the album, I think this might have been before then there was three, because when Steve Acker left. And this is my look of Genesis' Trick of the Tail. And I hope you enjoy my little chat about Genesis' Trick of the Tail and reviewing that album and that. And if you enjoy this video, and if you're new to the channel, I hope you subscribe to the channel and come and join me. And whenever you watch this, I hope you are safe and well. Take care of your friends and your loved ones, and be good to everybody. And I'll catch you on the flip side for the next one. And bye for now.